Hydroelectricity, the power of H2O. Flowing water creates energy that can be captured and turned into electricity. This is called hydroelectricity or hydropower. So, how is this useful for me, you ask? Well, here's a quote taken directly from the article Hydropower on renewableenergyworld.com. The most common type of hydroelectric power plant uses a dam on a river to store water in a reservoir. Water released from the reservoir flows through a turbine, spinning it, which in turn activates a generator to produce electricity. But hydroelectric power doesn't necessarily require a large dam. Some hydroelectric power plants just use a small canal to channel the river water through a turbine. Another type of hydroelectric power plant, called a pumped storage plant, can even store power. The power is sent from a power grid into the electric generators. The generators then spin the turbines backward, which causes the turbines to pump water from a river or lower reservoir to an upper reservoir, where the power is stored. To use the power, the water is released from the upper reservoir back down into the river or lower reservoir. This spins the turbines forward, activating the generators to produce electricity. The following are some advantages of hydroelectricity. Water's renewability. Hydroelectric power is environmentally friendly, and it is also flexible. It is impossible for us to use up all the water on our Earth. The water we use to shower and drink and swim in is the same water cleaned thousands of times over. That was around since the beginning of time. It all at once in one form or another, and water is constantly changing form and sticking around for the world. H2O is a reusable resource. However, there is a little limited amount of space and money for such power plants to be profitable and effective. Hydroelectricity is green. This is one that confuses some people. The act of producing energy from water itself has no effect on the environment. The only thing that is harmful is the amount of large power plants and the amount of land it takes to support them. Adjusting the flow of water through dams is easy for us. The laws of supply and demand come into play here, but unlike in other areas, they can be controlled without too much struggle. In times that power is at a low demand, we can also easily store up hydroelectric power for a time of lower supply than when there is a higher demand. Getting power from water is much easier than providing clean water for someone to drink. Of course, you have to build some kind of dam and reservoir, but once you've got that, you're set. Now, every great hero has a weakness. Here are the disadvantages of hydroelectricity. It is harmful to the environment, has several expenses, and we have limited reservoirs. The harming of the environment due to hydropower is all related to modifications of nature. Building dams and power plants causes a change in water flow and is very hazardous for wildlife during construction. The fish in the regions of these power plants are affected on a biological and physical levels. Depending on where the dam is located down the river, different stages in the lives of fish will be affected in a different way. In areas with unpredictable weather habits, a dam could go out of use and out of business with one drought. This could affect the energy supply of an entire region. All power plants are very pricey, and those running hydroelectricity are no exception. Once they are built, they are pretty easy to run. They don't require much maintenance, aside from the occasional tragedy or malfunction, and there are not many workers to be employed and paid for. Although water is a renewable resource in the system of hydroelectricity, there aren't many places in the world which have a large body of water as well as the capability to sustain a large power plant. There are currently only 30 power plants under construction. Thanks for watching.